We have visuals coming in of actor Saif Ali Khan, who's been discharged from the hospital. He was seen leaving from the hospital just a while back, and we are learning now he's already reached his Bandra West home. Well, remember, he was stabbed by an intruder at his home in Bandra West on January 16 and had to stay in the hospital for about 5 to 6 days. He's been discharged today and was seen leaving from the hospital just a while back. These are visuals that came in a little while back when Saif was seen smiling at the cameras. He was also seen waving at the cameras as he sat in this car, and he did not say anything, but he was seen smiling as cameras pointed towards him. Doctors have said that he is recovering well. And also we are learning that at his residence in Bandra, the security of his building has also been enhanced. Now, CCTV cameras, more CCTV cameras have been installed at the actor's apartment. Well, there definitely was a security lapse earlier when the attack on Saif Ali Khan had taken place, with no surveillance cameras seen at Saif Ali Khan's residence. But now we do understand that he's also hired a new security agency. He's also heightened the security of his apartment that he lives in. Well, we have Anuj as well as Abira now joining us on the broadcast here. They are getting us more details from the ground. Anuj, what can you tell us? We do understand Saif Ali Khan has already reached his residence in Bandra. Which home has he gone to? You've been telling us before there are 2 residences that he owns, which are a few meters apart. Where is he going to stay?
He's come back to the same house where the attack took place, that is Sadhguru Sharan. The 2 apartments, as we've been talking about it, all day, are only at a distance of 50 meters. But then, even Sadhguru Sharan has got 2 gates, while one gate is at the on the front side of the building. The other gate, which was again used by the accused to enter the apartment, is on the back side. And the authorities here, the police, they barricaded and then they put a complete security blanket over the back gate. But then it was, the family, the authorities, they were very swift in making sure that Saif's vehicle, along with a few other cars and people, enter from the front gate, right? So they wanted to keep the area as clean and as safe for Saif to enter, as possible. Once inside, of course, Ronit Roy talked about the possibility of Saif making an appearance in front of the media, but the police later confirmed that that wouldn't be possible, given the fact that Saif has been strictly told to rest for the next few days. But what is what can be considered as a good news is the fact that the visuals, that we've received of Saif after him leaving the hospital, or even when he made a very, very brief appearance, something that we could see from the gate, is that he was smiling. He seemed all right. Of course, there are still a few marks that one can see on his face, and one can expect more marks there, of course. But then, he seemed to be fit enough to walk and jolly enough to wave at the media and, of course, give us a smile. So that is a good news for all those who had been following this case, and, of course, all the Saif Ali Khan fans. But more importantly now, the police will have to kind of make sure that they record Saif Ali Khan's statement as soon as possible, right? It may not exactly happen today. It might happen, in the next couple of days before the 24th of January. That is when the first police custody of the accused is going to end, the 5-day police remand that he was put into. And Saif's statement is going to be very crucial, because we know that all the other people, all the other eyewitnesses who were present there, be it the nanny, be it Kareena Kapoor Khan, be it the other maids who were present at their, at the crime spot, have all spoken about how this entire crime unfolded, right? So will there be an identity parade being put into place, right? Identity parade is where the victim is brought eye to eye to the person who is inflicted, the accused, basically, right? So will an identity parade be asked by the Mumbai police to ask for an extended police custody after the 24th? What more details will we get out of the statement given by Saif Ali Khan is something that we have to look forward to. But as of now, one can see that the presence of police forces is very strong here, and that's for multiple reasons. Firstly, they want to make sure that the traffic here moves on as swiftly as possible. Of course, there has been a very thick presence of the media here since the morning, and with that, of course, several people have also stationed themselves outside all the possible gates of Saif Ali Khan, either to get a glimpse of him or out of curiosity. But we've seen that these are the narrow lanes of Har West in Bandra.
He's already entered his house. Is this what you're telling us, Anuj? Has he already entered his house?
Yes, yes, he's entered his house.
Okay.
He's entered his house. Saif Ali
Okay,
Khan
all
has
right.
entered his house.
All right. Well, Saif Ali
Yeah.
Khan's security, of course, is a big matter of concern, and we do understand he's hired a new agency, also a new security agency. We will talk about that also. Let me go across to Abira also first. Abira, well, Saif Ali Khan has been discharged. He's already reached his residence. We've seen him smiling. And you know, it's a good thing to see him smiling after what all the family has gone through, of course. What was his reaction, the first reaction soon after he stepped out of the hospital? You've seen him closely.
Let me tell you, we were waiting at the out exit gate where I am right now. And he was supposed to leave from there, from the lobby. But the security decided to change plans, and it was an absolute chaos because while we were looking on the other side, he and his car and the police car drove away behind us, and we turned around and everybody started running behind that car to spot him. And you have seen the visuals. There was glare from the car window, so we could not see his face. But then when the cameras went closer, they saw he's wearing this crisp white shirt with blue denims, sitting in the front seat, smiling at the media, waving at the media. He was wearing a brace, hand brace. Of course, that's the injury that he has, but he waved at the media, he smiled at the media. The people were running behind his car, but then finally, it's only 2 kilometers away from his residence. He reached the residence and he came out. We saw visuals of him walking, which is a great relief for his fans that he can walk around. So he walked out of his car and he went straight inside. He even smiled and waved at the media, and then he went inside his apartment. But it was an absolute chaos when he came out, but the security took special measures. We are at gate number 6, that is the out gate. There is an entry gate, which is gate number 3, and there he came out of gate number 7. Now, gate number 7 comes out directly from the basement, but that gate is only used for purposes like taking out a dead body, or if any other medical emergencies that they have, they do it from there. Gate 7 is not used for anything else. Nobody enters from there, nobody leaves from there.
But
today
what
they
catch a
did
glimpse
was
of
they
the
took
actor,
him to
but
the
yes,
basement
we've
and the
all
cars
seen him
came out.
sitting in that car, when he was sitting in that car wearing that white shirt and smiling and waving at the cameras. Well, everybody, his fans have been waiting for one glimpse of the actor. You know, after 5 to 6 days that he spent inside the hospital, he had undergone 2 surgeries. After that, attack took place on him at his residence in Bandra West, of course. Anuj, if I could come to you once again. What we are learning through sources at the moment is that actor Ronit Roy, who had also gone to visit Saif Ali Khan, he of course owns a security agency. Is Saif going to be hiring that very security agency? There are murmurs that Saif Ali Khan, of course, wants to increase his security and for the safety of his family at his residence also. So, what is it that we are learning about that?
You know, when we were speaking to Ronit Roy, one of the first questions that we asked was about, Ronit Roy security agency giving services to Saif Ali Khan. But of course, he did not address that question at that very point of time. But what we do know is that is going to be one of the priorities of the Khan family, because what we've noticed that, through the course of this day, earlier, as I said, the CCTV cameras have, did enter the building in the early hours of the day. And we've seen that the drilling work on the 11th floor has also been going on, where they'll probably try and cover the pigeon net area and try and cover it for good, just to make sure that the family is kept aloof and is kept protected and is kept covered, from any such kind of attacks, especially in an apartment which does not seem to have the kind of security that is probably needed for, a VIP or for a Bollywood actor. And we've covered that enough, right? We've seen how vulnerable both the gates are, for that matter, how the number of security cameras here is not satisfactory, and how the number of security personnel present here at any given point of time is not satisfactory either, considering that, a Bollywood actor who is known across the world stays in this particular apartment. But what we also saw is that, a trick security agency, which is again one of the reputed security agencies agencies here in the city. Some of their people enter the building. So one can basically think about how all of these security agencies would be trying to make a pitch in front of the Khan family, or it's probably the Khan family reaching out to them to get a good deal. So yeah, security is going to be one of the primary concerns of the Khan family here in days to come, because as we've also been speaking about it for quite a while, Bandra, which was once considered to be a safe haven, a place where all the stars of the Hindi film industry stay, and also again one of the more affluent areas of the city, of the country, is probably not the same anymore, because the number of attacks that have happened on very popular faces, including someone, a global star like Salman Khan, has raised eyebrows of everyone, which is why the dependence of the actors on the general law enforcement authorities would probably have taken a hit after what has happened in this particular part of the city in the last 1.5 years, which is why personal security will in all likeliness be enhanced in the days to come.
Well, yes, the recent turn of events, the incidents that have taken place in the recent past involving the incident around Salman Khan's house, also Baba Siddiqui case, and now Saif Ali Khan being attacked inside his own home, do raise a lot of questions about the security and safety of the celebs in Mumbai. But we do understand at the moment it's the personal security, that is what these celebs are currently relying on. But yes, many have pointed out to the fact that there is much more that needs to be done by the government also, and law enforcement agencies also in Maharashtra when it comes to celebs as well as their security. But we do understand as soon as Saif Ali Khan came out of the hospital, those visuals on your TV screens there, he was received by media persons with loud cheer, and they had welcomed him back as he came out of the hospital. About 5 days he spent inside the hospital, where he had to undergo surgery for about 2 days. For two surgeries he had to go through in the Lilavati hospital. But yes, finally he is out. All right, let me go across to Abira also. Abira, what do we know? Well, about Kareena Kapoor and the kids, we do understand they are not back at the Bandra West apartment where this incident had taken place. They are staying with Karishma Kapoor. And are they going to be staying put there only, while Saif Ali Khan is back at the very same residence at the moment where the attack had taken place?
I'm guessing the kids and Kareena will be back in the same apartment, because the reason why Saif told the doctors that he wants to get back and now wants to be home and recover from there is because he wanted to stay close to his kids. So I'm sure once he settles down, the kids and the family will be back in the same house, and Saif will continue to be on rest for quite some time now, so that he can be back on his feet and get back to work. But right now what we see is the kids are still with Karishma Kapoor, but they are expected to come back home to their father and stay close to their father while he recovers.